Today, let's talk about food and juice cleansing. Getting into shape can seem like an uphill battle. Everything seems to tie into each other, and complex juicing recommendations can only make things worse. Many people are wondering whether they can eat anything during a juice cleanse. Actually, consuming solid food is not only permitted but also encouraged to help your body get rid of toxins. During and after your cleanse, it is important to only eat vegetables, either raw or steamed. Fruits and nuts are also acceptable to snack on during a cleanse. Juicing doesn't have to be as complicated as it seems. Today, I'll go over what foods are the best to eat during a cleanse, as well as foods to avoid. The foods you will be allowed to eat are determined by how far into your cleanse you are. Expect to stick to fruit and vegetables for the first few days to get your body used to its new diet. For the first-time cleansers, you may need a higher caloric intake than dieters who have cleansed longer than you have. There are many fruits and vegetables that offer a good amount of calories per meal, such as avocados and figs. With juicing comes 3 separate phases that have different food options to keep your diet on track. Each phase has a varying timeline of how long it should last. The 3 phases are known as pre-cleanse, 2 to 7 days depending on your lifestyle and diet. During cleansing, 3 to 10 days. Post-cleanse, it can be min. 5 days and up to 2 weeks. Your body is going to need time to adapt to its new diet, so if you're used to eating pizza, you may need to get your body used to juicing before committing to it completely for 3 to 10 days. Now, let's talk about each period in more depth. Number 1. Pre-cleanse. It's fine to add some proteins for pre-cleanse phase. You are suggested to start off with a lighter but still healthy diet at least 3 days before you start your cleanse. This will help make sure that your body is able to fight off future cravings better, and you'll be more likely to stick to the plan. There are other acceptable things to eat other than fruits and vegetables or healthy high-calorie foods during your first few days before the cleanse. For example, 1. Whole grains. I mean foods such as rice and quinoa are perfectly acceptable, but veer away from starch. 2. Eggs. Stick with organic eggs to play it safe and try to keep away from frying them because of the oils. Your main intake is going to be from blended up vegetables and fruits, so packing in some healthy protein can ensure that you stay full longer, and gives you a broader palette of options to choose from in the beginning. By that I mean you have more foods to choose from and aren't stuck with picking the same options repeatedly. Number 2. During the cleanse. Eat as little solid food as possible, but it's fine to include some. During the cleanse, your body is going to be going through the process of detoxifying. Which means the harmful toxins in your body are being flushed out. Hunger pangs are common at this phase for those that are not experienced, and it is advised to eat small healthy snacks in between juicing. This phase can last anywhere from 3 to 7 days. Many nutritionists stress having 100% of your daily nutritional intake comes directly from juicing. Why? Because eating solid foods run the risk of slowing down the juicing progress altogether. That doesn't mean that solid foods are prohibited at this point. If you do choose other alternatives, other than what has been mentioned, there are 2 more foods can be added without hurting the cleansing process. 1. Extra virgin olive oil. It contains heart-healthy fat and polyphenols, which act as antioxidants. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil to your salad is perfectly fine. 2. Soaked nuts and seeds. These are great for getting nutrients such as the B vitamins. Some of the best options will be almonds and chia seeds. These 2 types of foods mentioned make sure you don't branch out too far from your diet plan. Number 3. Post-cleanse time. To slowly reintroduce solid foods. Next, post-cleanse phase. This phase can take up to 2 weeks, and it's recommended to slowly escalate to more solid foods over time. This is a very key stage. Your stomach is very detoxed at this point. So, to correctly reintroduce solid food, it will prevent you from having post-cleanse diarrhea. You may feel excited to start eating meals that you used to have, but that is not recommended. Follow a diet that was similar to the juice cleanse at first. This will make sure that your body has completely gone through with the cleansing process before you put in any more potentially harming food back into your system. Your first day after finishing the juice cleanse should still see foods that you ate during it as your main nutritional source. On the second day, more foods can be reintroduced. For example, brown rice and eggs. You can also eat other rice such as couscous. Vegan yogurt, food like coconut or almond yogurts, notice how protein and dairy are coming back in its healthiest forms. The list grows to cover protein sources like chicken and fish only 5 to 6 days after you finished your cleanse. Don't be afraid to add in a small amount of starch like the brown rice above, but make sure to limit the number of carbs you gain from them. You can eat carbs to keep you full for a longer amount of time, but make sure not every food you eat is packed with them. Remember that throughout this entire process, it is very important to stick with purely organic food. With all these being said, below is a summary of things you are suggested to eat during a juice cleanse. You can print this chart from my blog detoxisgood.com. Link is attached below. Please note that it's better to choose less than 5 munchable food and stick to them during your juice cleanse day. Studies show that limited food options can help you reducing craving needs, also it leaves your body enough energy for the cleansing process. So, to sum up, eating foods isn't forbidden during a juice cleanse, and it is oftentimes recommended for those who are new to the juicing process. Each phase is different in both time and what foods you are allowed to eat to not disturb the process your body is undergoing. No matter what phase you are going through, there is always an option for you when you get hungry. That's all for today. Hope you got everything you want to know. Please do share in the comment below your own experience when it comes to juicing. You can also check my blog detoxisgood.com for more related topics. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you would like to get notified when a new video is on. See you next time.